As you heard, there were 5 fires being fought at one stage. 4 of them are now under control. That big one near Waimarama, actually on the road from Waimarama back towards town, is still burning. John Wuts was down on the Ocean Beach Waimarama coastline this morning. That road out from Waimarama is the one that's now closed, although John Sutton was saying that it will be opening, all things going well, later this evening. As they were driving back inland, John Wuts and his wife, on the road towards Napier, Hastings and Havelock North, they could smell smoke, but they couldn't see any flames. Not at first, anyway.
But then we carried on and drove across the Tukituki River, and at the end of the Waimarama Bridge there, across the Tukituki River, we stopped and we looked back, and it was a horrible sight. And but, you know, I don't know, the photographer and me, I had a camera with me, so I got out the camera and clicked up quite a few photos of the whole event. And from what started off as a beautiful home, landed up as a blazing wreck, you know. And it reminded me very much about a Nigel Latta program on TV not so long ago, you know, when he put a whole house alight or something like that. And yeah, it was really horrible to see.
Well, just burning so fast.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
And that's farmland through there, and it's dry this time of year, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. It's all golden at the moment,
yeah,
or blonde, whatever you like to call it. But of course, the grass fire jumps very quickly now. And my wife remarked on it to say, hey, it's strange how from a bit of grass fire a whole house can go up in smoke. You know, so...
And this is what they're seeing in Australia too, because you're having warm temperatures there, 30 degrees
yep,
plus, and pretty strong winds, right? So it was just
yeah,
pushing everything along.
It's the wind that's the killer. You know, without the wind, it would have been contained. They probably could have contained it with a couple of garden hoses.
Yeah.
And the one thing that I was really impressed about was seeing all these helicopters with their monsoon buckets going up there, because it must be quite horrible to fly at the moment because of the strong wind, and then to have 300 kgs of water slung below your machine, you know, to me, they are heroes.
And John, you, from the photos, looked like you were quite close, and the fire was obviously moving pretty fast.
Yes, it was.
Did it ever start coming towards you?
No. Well, yeah, at some stage it did, but then the wind seemed to pick it up again and blow it away from us. So we were sort of on the side where we were looking at the hillside with the wind behind us. But if you go on Google Maps and you look at where this house was, behind there are there's quite a forest block.
Yeah, I know where you are. You're not too far away where you were standing that bridge from the Craggy Range Vineyard there, are you?
No, that's right,
yeah,
too. Yeah.
Yeah, and Havelock North is around the corner, really, I suppose a few K away.
Probably another 10 minutes away.
Yeah, yeah.
But, you know, that would be not a problem because that wind all coming from Havelock North, you know, so... No, it was. I don't hope to experience that again, that's for sure.
Well, really scary.
Yeah. Well, you feel for those people because, you know, if... I don't know what pictures you looked at, but I just put some of mine on Facebook.
Yeah.
But if you look at that close-up of the house, there's nothing left. So, you know, people's... not only possessions that can be replaced, but your memories, you know, that's the part that hurts, you know, so your photos and all those sort of things.
John Wuts, who was driving home when he smelt smoke, stopped to look behind him and saw that blaze burning very fast and very hard, destroying a rather large home on farmland very close to where he was standing. They were his photographs we were running as he was talking.